whatever it was that was up there.
Took me out of the 100% skepticism to 100% believer.
This is my paranormal experience.
Went from fascination and interest to being a true believer, for me to physically see things fall in the air, for me to physically see items move, for me to physically witness things just show up out of nowhere.
It was, there was one experience that I had that kind of defined paranormal for me. Leading up to this event, I hadn't really had any paranormal experiences and didn't really think about it too much. So it's still an event today that impacts my heart and impacts my drive to do what it is that I do. My name is John Harris, and this is my paranormal experience.
I'm Nathan Withers, a self-taught documentary filmmaker from the Texas Panhandle, and this series will be exploring the unexplained encounters from people all over the world.
This is my paranormal experience introduction. Take one.
Hi, I'm Sherry Copenhaver, and this is my paranormal experience. Just the word paranormal, just freaks me out. I don't even like saying it. That's why I just say scary stuff or something not right. But, I would like to say I don't believe it. I used to not. But based on my experiences, I would have to say that I believe it now.
First and foremost, the paranormal is a huge part of my life. It's a huge part of who I am as a person. I've spent the last 12 years of my life going to some of the most haunted places in the Texas Panhandle and beyond, trying to document and prove the existence of the afterlife. And I was able to do a lot of cool stuff during that time. I was able to meet a lot of amazing people with phenomenal encounters, life-changing encounters. But it came time to where it was time for me to turn the page and go to the next chapter of my journey.
And I saw this great veiny face. It looked like it had no mouth, no nose or anything.
And I remember the girls running down the stairs screaming. They told me there was something in their room.
Whenever I would sleep in my room, it would come out at night and just creep around my room.
I started having people locally from the UK, different states from all over the country.
All of the chairs in the room were pulled to the middle, and I was terrified.
Reaching out about sharing their experiences.
We knew that we were being tricked by something. It stuck with me my entire life.
The experiences that I've had, and I've had more than one, and just having those experiences and realizing that there are no explanations.
People that I never believed or even would think for a second believed in the paranormal.
And it was smiling the most evil grin that I've ever seen.
We've been able to see dark shapes, shadowy figures.
About the time I was getting ready to get up out of my bed and go to my parents' room and tell them, I see this black figure pull out from behind my television and look right at me.
These events changed their life forever.
Something happened to me in this house, and it was real, man. It made me believe, and there's been multiple things that have happened in this house, and not only this house, but this entire block. It's haunted, man. It's all haunted.
It changed the way they viewed the afterlife.
I don't know, it's kind of hard to define the afterlife. I think it can be so many different things in so many different ways. I don't think we're alone at all. In fact, I know we're not alone. I've had too many experiences happen in my life to even think for a second that we're alone.
I was never really a skeptic. I think I was always fascinated with paranormal and aliens and artificial intelligence and all that stuff growing up. I always was watching sci-fi with my little brother, especially when he was a toddler. So I don't think I was never not a believer, but I was always interested in ghosts and paranormal activity.